Assalamu alaikum. In this episode, I will quote several verses of the Holy Book of Quran, which will indicate and intimate to the basic scientific phenomena of the universe. I will mention here that although Quran is not the book of science, but it is the book of guidance. But of course, Quran is the book of creator of this universe. And while giving guidance to the people, in between it, Quran reveals and unfolds some mysteries of the universe. For example, in the holy verse of the holy book of Quran, God says that, O non-believer, don't you understand that the heaven and earth, that is the sky and earth, were a giant entity, and we separated them and we split them apart. So it clearly describes the basic scientific phenomena of the universe. And it have been mentioned by the Holy Book of Quran 1450 years ago, while science have discovered it in the 20th century when an astronomer, George Lemaitre, published a scientific paper in 1931 in which he states that the universe was initiated and created through a Big Bang some 13.8 billion years ago. And similarly, in another verse of the Holy Book of Quran, God says that we have created the heaven, that is, we have created the skies and we are expanding it. So it also describes the basic phenomena of the basic scientific phenomena. And it also have been mentioned by the Holy Book of Quran 1450 years ago, while science have discovered it in the 20th century when an American astronomer Edwin Hubble published a scientific paper in 1929 in which he describes and claims that as we have understood that the universe was static, so it is wrong, but rather the universe is dynamic and the galaxies are moving away from each other. And in recent discoveries, it have been discovered that the universe is expanding more than the speed of light. And everyone knows that the speed of light is 300,000 kilometers per second. So more than the speed of light is an alarming speed. I will also mention here that Quran do not need any certification from science, but rather it is the other way around. That is, as the Holy Book of Quran have mentioned hundreds of scientific facts and phenomena in a layman term and language and in a most natural way. And the science still have to understand, realize, and discover these facts along with the passage of time, step by step. So it's Khuda Hafiz.